Okay, I think I'll make a start there. People are still logging in, so we'll wait for them to log in. So I don't know if anyone's been following me recently on Facebook, but you'll probably notice that I've been doing a few more videos. I've been doing a few more live videos, and I've been trying to make full use of how to use videos to generate leads. It's a fairly new concept, the Facebook Live thing. It hasn't been around forever. It's only been around for, I don't know, 4 months or something. And it's a really, really useful function. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the high-level reasons why you should be looking at using video to enhance your business. And then I'm going to show you kind of like an end project that I've been working on, something that you can use to generate leads yourself. It's something that I can help you with as well if you want to do it after the call. So, if anyone's got any questions as we go through, then feel free to just put your hand up and ask the question. Or like any of the webinars that I do, if you've got any questions and you want to come and speak to me afterwards, then no problem about that. Just come and send me a message. Okay, so I just thought I'd give you a brief introduction to who I am. Hopefully everyone on the call will know who I am, but and we're connected in some way. But that's me and my little daughter Evie. She's almost 10 months old now. She's 9 months old at the moment. And you'll probably hear in the background, actually, John's just putting her to bed. But so this is live. So if you do hear any background noise, then it's just part of one of those things. I've been self-employed now for over 2 years. I've been in network marketing for about a year, and I've worked a few different businesses. I have a few different businesses of my own, but I always use social media to generate leads for my businesses because it's so powerful. So I've been using video more, like I said, to actually generate those leads for my business. I'm actually a tax advisor by trade. I worked in the tax industry for over 10 years. So I'm a fully qualified chartered tax advisor. I'm into social media coaching off the back of that, really, and kind of started looking at network marketing about a year ago. It was one of those industries I kind of looked into because I saw the value of the networking side of it. I didn't actually appreciate how much money you can make via network marketing, so that kind of came as kind of like an added bonus to me, really. And so, I help and train a lot of different business owners. I help individuals, and I also help businesses with marketing teams as well to generate leads for their businesses. So I coach and train a number of different people. Oh, we've got a hand up. Hang on. Tara? Oh, I'm not sure why you got your hand up, Tara, but feel free to ask me a question if you've got one. Okay, so that's me in a nutshell. If anyone's got any questions, and just shout them up. So, why use video? So, I personally think social media is a great platform to get your message across to people, but sometimes, your message can be lost in translation. It's all very well putting words on a piece of paper, and it might be able to translate correctly to your audience, but sometimes you can't actually tell them how you feel about something. I think video is a great way of telling people how passionate you are about something. You can get your message across instantly, plus people can see you as well. I think, when you can see that person, they're a real person, you can see what they stand for. For me personally, that is a lot more powerful than using just a text or an advert or whatever you use for your marketing. So I think it's a lot more powerful, and also it adds a more personalised touch as well. People will be able to start relating to you because they've seen you. So it's a really good way of getting through to people. There's also loads of inexpensive ways to do it as well, so I'm going to kind of go over those areas. When I first joined network marketing, and even now to some extent, I'm starting to look at more paid advertising, but I still very much use free methods. I use tools to help me. but I use a lot of the things that I use are free, so I like sharing those free things with you, because I understand that when you have your own business, it's difficult. You know, you need to look after those pennies when you first start. You haven't got a massive Facebook budget, and I think when you're watching some of the gurus in network marketing, some of the really senior people, they'll say things like, well, you know, it's only £5 a day. But when you look into what what advertising methods they're using, they're actually running ads £5 a day for, like, you know, years and years and years. And, you know, for most people, they haven't got that kind of money. So I like to show you the free stuff as well. Most social media sites support the use of videos. So certainly Facebook, you know, with the new Facebook Live function. I actually put a video together recently about how to use Facebook Live, and I would encourage you to do it. You know, I've done lots of Facebook Lives, and I'll tell you about those in a moment, and how you can get the best out of those. Instagram as well, there's a video function on there. You know, there's lots and lots of other social media sites that do support the use of video. So where possible, I would recommend that you use video. And another good reason, like I put there, people are 10 times more likely to retain information when they see it and they hear it. So, you know, they might not even have a chance to read a post that you've put on. You know, I don't know if you guys have experimented, but I know I have, into looking at which type of post that people respond to better. And I find that sometimes if I put a photo on, you know, or a picture that relates to my post, even if it may look, even though it may not be directly relatable, I usually get more interaction with those because it's a visual. So again, you know, videos are there to be a visual. People like looking at pictures at the end of the day. You know, if you think about when you used to read stories as a child, it was always the pictures that you'd probably look at first rather than the words. And, you know, I don't think as you grow older you're any different. You know, I think we like to look at videos and we like to look at pictures a lot more than reading. Okay, so how I use video is I use it to share information. So, you know, I've been using the Facebook Live function. So when I've got some news, when I'm sharing the success of my team, if there's a new project or a business that I've been looking at, you know, I share information there. I think it's a really good way to relate to your audience and let them know that, you know, they're trusted in your they're trusted as contacts in your Facebook groups and on your Facebook connections, and so they should be the first people that get to know and hear about what you're up to, and, you know, it kind of builds that trust level with them. Also, the other thing with video, of course, is, you know, people will only buy from you if they know, like, and trust you, and again, video kind of breaks down those barriers. So Facebook Live, now I can't show you this entirely on my laptop, but what I will show you is what you should be thinking about after you've done a Facebook Live video. So if you want to know how to do Facebook Live, all you've got to do is you go to write a status, and it's not on this, it's not, I haven't got it downloaded on my laptop, so I can't show you, but you go to write a status on Facebook, and then you click on the little button that looks like it's a man with 3 rings around his head, and that way that will get you live. Now what you want to do afterwards when you've gone live is you want to update, you want to edit the post. So it asks you if you want to post the video to your profile. I mean, you should always post the video to your profile, why wouldn't you? Unless you'd had a complete shocker, of course. You know, it does happen. You know, I'm not saying every video of mine's perfect. To be honest, guys, I very rarely watch any videos or any webinars back of my own. Purely for the fact because I think most of us hate the sound of our own voices. You know, we hate looking at ourselves on video, and we're always looking for faults. So, you know, I never watch it back. So I'd suggest that you guys do the same and just ask people in your audience, you know, what they thought. Ask people that you can trust that tell you the truth as well. You know, it's all very well, you know, getting a great response from people and then saying, yeah, you were fantastic, and then, you know, it doesn't mirror real life. So, you know, I always ask people to be truthful. So yeah, like I said, when you've done a live video, what you want to do is you want to update it. So when you think of video, you don't want to think about just doing a video and then doing that in isolation. What you want to do is you want to use the video as a way of drawing people in. So, you know, you need to direct them to the next step. And what you have to remember with people is they want it really easy. So they want to know what you want them to do next. You know, if you don't tell them, right, click on here, do this, do that, they will not do it, even if you've said it in the video. You know, you have to keep telling people, keep reminding people what you want them to do. You may feel like you're repeating yourself a little bit, but if you do, then that's good. So, like I said, edit it. So mine was, you know, I went live to tell people basically about the webinar tonight. You know, I wanted to show what I was going to talk about and just give an overview of how it was going to help them in their business. So, you know, for me, it was use video to generate hundreds of leads. Here's the link to sign up to my webinar tomorrow, and here are a few group links to other places where you can get information. So, you know, if you're selling products and you've got a product group, for example, make sure you've got that in there. If you've got a website address, make sure you put that in there. You know, these are all ways of getting people to look at what you're doing, what you're up to. So make sure after you've done a Facebook Live is you edit it so you've got somewhere to send people to. And then the other thing you can do as well is once you've done a Facebook Live, if you right click on your mouse and click on the show video URL, you can copy and paste that URL onto like other pages and other groups and things like that. So you haven't necessarily got to keep repeating yourself in different groups, which is good. You know, it's good to make one lot of content and then being able to share it amongst groups. So hopefully that was useful about just, you know, what to do with Facebook Live. I'm just going to go back to my notes now. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, so YouTube, you know, I've got a YouTube channel. I started this probably about a month ago. It's another way of uploading your videos. You know, it's a really good way of getting people to look at your content. You know, it's a really good, almost like store, a library of everything that you're talking about. And you don't necessarily have to talk just about business. You know, make sure you talk about yourself as well, because like I said before, people want to buy into who you are. You know, I'm constantly telling people about who I am, what I stand for, you know, telling them about my family, some of the fun things I do when I have time. You know, we don't always have time to do that many fun things when we've got little people and also businesses to look after, but you know, it's important that you get that across. The other way you can use video as well as on your website. You know, so you know, if you've done a good video that's a live video or you pre-recorded it and you want to put it on your website, then make sure you do. It's just another way of getting your message across. Landing pages and data capture forms, I'm going to show you the end project that I've done, and just you can give me your opinion on it afterwards. So hang on 1 second. You see that? Yeah. Okay, so blogging. So this is where it all starts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I did on my blog. So it all starts with a blog, basically. So this is my blog here. You probably can't see it here. Hang on. Louise Haley, me, myself, and my overhang. So a lot of people laugh when they read this title, and I guess I did the title on purpose to get some kind of reaction. You know, the original reason why I set up my blog was to literally document my weight loss after giving birth, you know, and for the mummies that are listening, or, you know, daddies that have got mummies and look after mummies, you'll understand what a struggle it is. So, you know, that was my first point of setting up the blog. But now I'm actually using it to share information about my business, and also I've set up a data capture page, and I'll show you that in a moment. I think it's easier to show you. Actually on screen, and then you can see it working live. So basically this starts out from my blog. You know, I've uploaded it from my blog here. People can go in and they can click in my blog and they can see this. You know, I can use this link now, Mummy Entrepreneurs, to advertise. So for example, one of the things that I do when I'm writing a post about one of the businesses that I'm advertising in the video that I've created, I will literally paste this link. So I will copy that and I will paste it underneath the post that I'm writing about. That way what happens is, you know, if people are interested in what you're talking about, they can actually then go on and look at your website and your blog. So, you know, it's a really good way of linking the two together. So what you've got here is what's called a landing page. So basically a landing page, and I don't want to anyone on the phone, but I prefer to tell you and then you just know what the jargon means if you need it, is somewhere where people land, basically. So where people find the information from. So it's the first page that people see. And then usually what you have is you have a little video. So this can be customized to you. So I've uploaded mine to YouTube. And I'm currently helping all my team members get this set up now. So, you know, if you're part of my team, then you would have already received the instructions to do this. And I can see a few people on the list are already on my team, so that's great. And so we've got this little video. That's probably not, I'm not sure you could hear that because of obviously the speakers, but basically that's a little video just saying, hey, here I am, you know, this is me, I've come across a good way of making money online, it's really easy, it's a good way of duplicating. So you're kind of just giving an overview of why you personally work from home. You know, you're not giving too much information away. You shouldn't ever really tell people what the company name is, or, you know, what the products you sell is. Just an overview of, look, you know, this product or this business can change your life because of this. You know, that kind of overview is good. And then what happens here on the right hand side is someone will enter in their name and their email address, and they'll click on the Let Me Help You Now. Now, what this page will do once they've actually entered in their details, it will send them to another page where there's another video explaining a little bit more about the business. You know, it will just give an overview of what the business is. And what happens then is you've captured their email addresses. So behind this is you'll have a fully mapped out email chain that goes to those people. So, you know, the first one will be something like, thank you for opting into my email list. I'm glad you're here. These are the main points that I wanted to share with you about this business. You know, maybe you'll have a video in there explaining it, you know, just a little bit of an introduction. And then maybe the next point will be, you know, I just wanted to give you a bit more background on me or on the business, you know, and so you're layering it up. So I think the biggest mistake what network marketers make anyway, or anyone with an online business or business in general, is they try to give too much information too soon. So, you know, if someone asks you about your business, what do you tell them? You know, one of the businesses I work for, I get paid to shop online and then share the idea with other people who then duplicate it and do the same, you know, blah, blah, blah. So when someone asks me what I do, I tell them, look, I get paid to shop online. And so it creates a layer of curiosity. You know, that person will want to know more. Oh, okay, how does that work? You know, and then you give them another little bit of information. So you're just literally giving them bits and bits of information. It's how you'd have a conversation in real life. So think of it as, I always say to people, you know, if you go into a pub and you meet someone brand new, would you straight away tell them everything you knew about your business, the project, and everything about you? No, you wouldn't. You'd kind of drop it in slowly. You know, you'd have a conversation. It would be almost like a tennis match of conversation. So, and the very, very smart thing about this as well is that, you know, if you're working in a team where you've got other reps or other salespeople in that team, this system can be easily duplicated. So what I mean by that is, you know, one of my teammates, I know she's logged in now, Kirsty White. Hello, Kirsty. Basically, I've been helping her do her page. So her page is the same as my page, but it's got her video on. And what will happen is when you go and put in the details, she'll have her own email series chain, but her emails can be exactly the same as my emails, but obviously just with, you know, her name and her background on it. So, you know, using a landing page like this and using video and using email addresses, firstly, one, it can be easily duplicated. So, you know, in network marketing, when you're here and you listen to any training from the senior people in the industry, they will always say, you know, you need to find a system that's easily duplicated. Well, this is, you know, you can just easily duplicate it. You can have the same results, you know, and then all you've got to work on is finding a way of getting people to see your link, which, you know, like I said, I use this link, so I copy and paste it. I can paste it on my profile with a little bit of a curiosity post, so, you know, something like, I get paid to shop online, you know, this month I'm going to receive all of this shopping for free, maybe include a photo. Have a look if you think this is for you. Here is my link. So, you know, you're not telling them absolutely everything about your business, but you're just giving them enough information to see whether they might be interested in what you've got to say. And then also, obviously, you've got all the groups as well that you can post in. So these are just free ways of, you know, getting your link out there. You know, I've got lots and lots of groups. I'm sure you guys have. I've got my own groups as well. You know, I've got Louise Hately Attraction Marketing. I've got my own page. I've got Female Entrepreneurs. That one's mine. And then I've got a few others as well that I use. So, you know, by posting your link in these type of groups and on pages and stuff, that's going to get exposure for you for free. The other thing as well, of course, is that you can pay for advertising. Now, I'm not going to go into that much today because, to be honest, I could spend like a whole week on it. But basically, I just wanted to explain how it works in theory. So paid advertising kind of works like this. So, you know, if you're one of these people, and we've all done it, we all still do it, do you post into lots and lots of groups with the same post, asking if someone's interested in your product? You know, we've all done it. I used to do it. I still do it to a certain degree, actually, because it does still work. Are you the kind of person that also posts into groups looking for people to join you? Okay, well, again, we've all done it. We all still do it. You know, it does work to a certain extent. Now, paid advertising works like this. So I've been looking at Bing adverts recently, and it works like this. So what happens is you will set up your advert to say whatever, you know, mum of one sets up business and is earning X number of pounds a month or something like that, you know, something that's a bit vague. And then, you know, someone will click on your ad. Now what you do behind the ad is that you have to tell the system what that person is looking for. So, you know, there are lots of keywords and phrases that you will link to your post that will be behind that post, if that makes sense. So for example, working from home mums, your advert will have phrases in there such as working from home mothers, earn money working from home, laptop life, earn money online, you know, those type of things. So what will happen is, I'll show you live. When someone goes to say Google, because to be honest, we think of Google as the internet, really. Actually, no, we'll have a look on Bing, actually, because then someone's ad might actually come up and you'll see it. And then if you look, working from home, it will bring up a list of things. So you see here where it's got ad, working from home online, data entry jobs, Alan Sugar, £500 an hour, how, working from home jobs, the affiliate solution spot. So these ads are all the ones that you can put on here as well. And then what will happen when someone's actually searching for what you're selling or what you're offering, your ad will pop up. So rather than spending the time posting in lots and lots of groups at certain times, hoping that someone, the right someone, is going to be looking at that particular moment, sat at their computer, ready to join you, ready to buy you at that particular moment that you've posted in that particular group on that particular day at that particular time. What advertising does is it just puts your ads in front of people that are already looking. So, you know, the conversation is a lot easier. They're almost like qualified ads. You know, they're people that are already looking for you. They're looking for your product. So, you know, when I've got this Mummy Entrepreneurs landing page, you could have whatever product you sell. So, you know, if you're selling a weight loss, you could have a weight loss program there. You know, let me show you how I've lost 2 stone in 3 months by using this simple system to lose weight. I know we've got people on the line that do have weight loss businesses, you know, and then they put in their email address, and then the next page it gives them a bit more information about it. You know, the point to this is getting people interested in your first video enough to actually put their details in there. You know, that is the whole point of it. I use a program called SiteGround, and I can actually send you my link for that. It doesn't cost that much to set up at all, and it's really, really easy to use. You know, it's really, really easy to set up. That's what I like. And like I said before, you can actually duplicate this to your team members. So it's as easy as me sending this page as a PDF to my teammates and saying, right, this is your page, you just now need to edit this bit. And then when you've got the email system as well, you know, it's as easy as me sending the email chain to those people as a code. So what you do when you log into your system, and it's a certain system that I use, is you tell that new user what your code is, what relates to your email trails and your sales funnel, so they can then just copy it. You know, this type of stuff is really, really powerful. You know, paid advertising does work. There's a lot of senior network marketers that use paid advertising. You know, they don't do it the conventional way. They do it in the paid way because it's a lot easier than messaging people individually and that type of thing. So that's in a nutshell how it works. If you guys have watched that and just think, yeah, wow, you know, I would really love something like this. I would really love my own page that says something like Mummy Entrepreneurs or whatever. Stay at home. I know we haven't got all mums on the line, so I don't want to discriminate just with females. But, you know, you can change this text. You can change the boxes. You can change the font colours. You know, you can change all this stuff. It's easily replaceable. But if you've looked at this and you're like, wow, yes, I really, really want to do that, then send me a message and let me know, because I can share some steps with you of how to do this, you know, and then I'm always here to support you with it. You know, I'm more than happy to help you with this and give you some guidance on it. You know, one of my aims is to actually set up my own training academy. So eventually what I want is a series of videos that you guys can download as and when you need them to help you with particular areas of marketing online, because, you know, there are a lot of free videos out there and there are a lot of paid seminars and webinars and things, but I think because there's so much information out there, it's easy to get bamboozled with where you need to start at, and I really want to make it as simple to you as possible. You know, I like simple, I don't like making things complicated, so if I could do that for you guys, that would just be amazing. So there you go, that's what I wanted to show you in a nutshell. Don't really want to take up any more of your time, because I know half an hour is quite a long time to listen to someone talking about a new topic that you're not too sure about yourself. So what I'm going to do, guys, because there was quite a bit of information there, is I'm actually going to send it out to you as a recording. So Usually it takes a little bit of time to download, so just bear with me, but I will send it out by email. If you've registered by email, I'll send it to everyone on the list. And then obviously, you know, if you want to share it with your colleagues and people that you work with, then of course that's no problem at all. I just wanted to remind you how you can get hold of me. So I think most of the people who logged in know me from Facebook. I've got groups as well, so if you're interested in seeing what groups I've got, then let me know. I'm also on LinkedIn as well, because that's how I started my social media life, really. You know, I'm a LinkedIn coach and trainer, so I'm on there as well. I also use Instagram a little bit, and then I also have my own newsletter as well. So if you're interested in learning a bit more, having a few more tips, then let me know and I can send you the link to my newsletter as well. What I'll do actually is I'll send it out in the email to everyone, so you've got it in one. You know, let's just do it the easy way. And that was it. 1 minute over, so that's good. I'm glad I'm on time, because I do like to talk. You guys, if you know me by now, know that I like to say stuff. And that's it from me. I mean, guys, if you've got any questions, then feel free to fire them at me. I'm happy to stay on the line and just answer any questions you've got. So give me a shout. Oh, we have a question. 1 second. Lisa, okay, is the Bing advertising expensive? Okay, the thing with Bing advertising, it isn't that expensive. You can pay about £5 a day, so you can set how much you want to actually spend on the Bing advertising. So, you know, it depends what you're advertising as to what kind of budget you want to set. The way it works and what you pay for is, you know, the keywords that I was explaining earlier. You search for your keywords, you load them into Bing, you tell Bing what you want people to find. So when they search for something, what they should be looking for, basically. So, you know, like I said, the work from home mums and stuff. There are certain keywords and phrases that are actually more expensive than others. So what happens is, when you first set up an ad, there's a bit of playing around with it. So what I mean by that is, you will probably search for every single keyword and phrase that relates to working from home, say for example, if that's what you want to advertise. And then what you'll do is you'll use analytics and you'll look at what's costing you the most money but what's not converting. So there are programs out there that help you with that. It sounds complicated, but it's not as complicated as it sounds, because, you know, there are fancy software programs that kind of tells you what's converting and what's not. So, you know, it will show you, for example, if, you know, someone signed up to your newsletter because they searched for the search word and phrase work from home mothers, or whether they search for work from home job, that type of thing. So, you know, it's a little bit fiddly to begin with. I'm not going to lie, but once you've got it set up, then it's just a matter of fine tuning it. And then, you know, once you've got the swing of it, you can then show your teammates it. And then, to be honest, once you know how to do this kind of stuff, all it is learning how to send traffic to your link, or getting people to see it. You know, it's all about exposure. And then that's it, really. You know, hopefully that was useful, Lisa. Do we have any other questions? Okay, another question. 1 second. Oh, that's okay. No problem, Lisa. If you've got any questions about it, then let me know. If you're interested in setting up that page like I showed you, then let me know, because I've got some really simple step-by-step. Well, I say simple. I've got some step-by-step instructions of how to do it, you know, and I can guide you through that as well, to tell you which programs you need to use and, you know, what's best to do. So let me know about that. Okay. Oh, we got a question. Okay, no problem. Okay, so the question is, do you help other MLM business person, and how do you charge? Yeah. So I guess it depends what you want help with, really, hun. So, you know, if it's something that I've already done with my team and I can kind of just give you the step-by-step instructions, and, you know, I don't charge for stuff like that because it's stuff that I'm just passing over to you and I'm just telling you what to use. If it's like one-on-one help, it depends what you need help for, really. I mean, my hourly rate is dependent on how much time and how complicated things are, really, and how much in-depth help you need. So it just depends on you. So if you want to send me a message afterwards, and then perhaps we can chat about, you know, what kind of things you need help with. You know, I've done a lot of free videos out there, so if it's something that, you know, it's a question that I've been asked before and I've got a free video for, I'm not going to charge you just to give you a video that I've already done. So let me know what it is you need in particular. Be as specific as you can, because I know I've had a few people say, oh, I just need help with everything. Can you help me with everything? So, you know, try and be specific, and then I can try and put you in the right direction. Hopefully that was helpful. Any more questions, guys? Okay, another question. Okay, needs help to generate leads. Okay, what I would suggest is probably if we have a conversation about that one, because it just depends what type of leads you want, what type of business is it, a product, you know. I'll probably have to ask you quite a few questions on what it is you need, really, talk about what budget you've got and that type of thing, as to what exactly you need help with. So send me a message afterwards. Probably won't be around much tonight because I'll probably log off a little bit earlier tonight, but send me a message and let's arrange to have a chat, and then I can chat you through that. Okay. Oh, another question. Okay, Fab, thank you. Okay, so I think I'm going to end it there now, guys. I think we're all friends on Facebook from who I've seen has logged in. So feel free to just send me a message if you've got any questions, and then we can go from there. So hopefully that was really useful. I'm always here to help you, so please come and ask me if you need it. Okay, thank you guys. Have a good evening. Bye.